One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996. Your all spring football game is right around the corner next Saturday, the 16th, I believe. And how has your all's marketing strategy, Andrew, for this spring football season changed with the way last season went? So you're 1-3 after 4 games. You closed by winning 7 of 8 in the regular season, and really the momentum around the program, it seems, completely flipped. And Coach Taggart has a ton of it moving forward. How did that change what you and your team wanted to accomplish from a marketing standpoint for this spring football season?
You know, what's really interesting about that is I would argue that our marketing objectives haven't changed. They've stayed the same, but the results that have changed significantly and for the positive. You know, prior to the beginning of the spring football season, at the end of, when we finish up our bowl game, we get together as an external leadership group. So everyone in the external side gets together and we kind of create some goals about what we want to accomplish associated with spring football. You know, from communications to ticket sales, marketing, the development office, even to our licensing efforts, we try to create some goals. You know, maybe the most important come out of the communications area, where we sit down and we try to develop narratives with our local and national beat writers that'll help us get earned media throughout the summer and fall months where there's not a lot of content and it's tough to reach out to your fans at that time. A lot of them are on vacation and not quite ready to talk football just yet. But, you know, if we can get some of those narratives on the minds of those beat writers, you know, things like personal interest stories from our coaches or student athletes. Perhaps we talk position battles and potential matchups with some of our opponents that are scheduled in the fall. And we also do some community outreach where we're getting our student athletes out in the community. We try to create, you know, opportunities for our beat writers and our social folks to be able to spread our message. We also use this time for spring practice to create evergreen audio and video content. We need that content so we can use it in our radio and television broadcasts for the upcoming year. And of course, we're always trying to repurpose that content so it can be used on all of our social media platforms. And we also have goals associated with increasing our following on social media, you know, prior to the season so that we can capitalize on a good start. You know, in terms of, you know, ticket sales and marketing, you know, we try to do the fundamentals like everyone else. You know, we want to renew our season ticket accounts and, you know, we've been blessed and, you know, we're nearing 90% right now in terms of a renewal percentage and we've got, you know, more than 5 months to go before, you know, we kick off this football season. You know, we work hard on trying to get deposits on new season tickets, but we also use the open practices to invite group leaders from last season and season ticket holders to come out to those practices and help us plan events for them, and even have group sales experiences associated with the spring game and practices. Maybe last but not least, but our corporate sales team also uses this time to try to renew their accounts, create some new ones. And then, you know, specific to the spring game itself, you know, we try to create an event that's really fun, entertaining, but gets fans from all ages to want to come to the event and then return on an annual basis. In an effort to do that this year, we've got a women's clinic on the day of the game. We'll have an alumni game at halftime of our spring game. We're going to shut down USF Elm Street, which is right outside Corbett Stadium, where we're going to play our spring game on campus. And we're going to have a street festival and a post-game concert associated with that. And then, you know, last but not least, you know, the spring game practices and the spring game itself create great opportunities for face-to-face visits with our major gift prospects.
And that's today's One Question, brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996. One Question is designed to give D1 Ticker subscribers valuable insights on how executive leaders in college athletics think about key issues on their respective campuses, in their departments, or within their leagues and conferences. One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996.